All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Some people ask me, why do I open up with an all right? The reason why I open up with an all right, it is to take a look at my audio levels over here on this side, to make sure it is, well, it actually seems to be jumping around quite a bit. Not quite sure what that is about. Well, you guys will let me know how things sound. But hopefully I don't have to recast or pull down this game, as this game was recommended, and well-recommended games are generally very, very exciting and entertaining. Anyways, 44 seconds into this game and you guys don't even know who's playing. TBCBM spawning as the blue undead over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Czech spawning as the red night elf. Night elf versus undead in this 1v1 Ancient of War. Gonna go ahead and be built right in this position right here. Archers should be making their way out, and we'll see if it is gonna be a demon hunter. Demon hunter good at shutting down opposing heroes, mana burning that death knight and that lich, in addition to being, if you can get to that backline, mana burning those obsidian statues. TBCBM will most likely make it difficult to try and get to that backline, as we are coming across with a Death Knight first coming in from the undead player. Strategies in this excuse me, in this 1v1 matchup, I've seen a lot of Keeper of the Grove plus mass archers. It looks like it is going to be a demon hunter with archers instead. And with that, one of the things you're going to be looking for is the number of archers that are trained. Undead will most likely just be going for their standard tried and true strategy, where you try to open up with a large number, a minimal number of ghouls, and then make your way out. As we take a look at a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, is it perhaps going to get a lightning shield or remove that lightning shield? Wisp now trying to get some damage there. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter now going to come across. Is it going to mana burn this one unit? That could actually be a little bit of bad news. Getting in some damage onto those units as it tries to back away. Alright, getting in some more damage here. Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to cause problems. Is it going to be able to finish off an archer? Yes, it does. As the Forest Troll Shadow Priest gets in a bit of devastating damage. Demon Hunter now chasing after that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Forest Troll Shadow Priest tries to head away as the Death Knight now comes back across. Unlucky ensnare right there. Forest Troll Shadow Priest gets taken down. Demon Hunter down to 276 hit points. Damage is getting added up as we're going to take a look. Well, the Murloc Nightcrawler, is it actually going to try and shoot that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter down to 213 hit points. Death Knight does have Rod of Necromancy, as we're going to look at the skeletal minions. Nope, detonation onto the Demon Hunter as it gets to level 2. I think it lost line of sight right there, preventing that mana burn as the Death Knight now tries to run away. Unholy Aura. However, on that Death Knight, hence the reason why no mana burns and no death coils. Death Knight now trying to wander around here once more. Additional skeletal minions going to join in on the fight. Another detonation is possible. There goes another as the Demon Hunter still gaining a little bit of experience. Death Knight will be forced to retreat, but this is actually the strategy that TBCBM wanted to do. He is not looking to invest very heavily into his additional units. Are we going to see a nope, no kill right there? Forest Troll Berserker gets the final blow. Skeletal minions perhaps going to try and back around, get some damage onto that Demon Hunter again. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Death Knight with only one charge on that Rod of Necromancy, looking to pull away. Ghouls finishing off the remainder of this Forest Troll Trapper creep camp. Should be able to give level 2. Nope, does not give level 2 onto that Death Knight. I thought he got a little bit of kills earlier. No, I take it back. This is a 3-3-3 creep camp, not a 5-3-3. So yeah, just a little bit shy of level 2 now. Alright, coughing into my shoulder or into my elbow like I should. Everyone stay safe out there. Also keep your head on straight in terms of, well, not overreacting, but having an appropriate response. Then again, no one really knows what an appropriate response is to the coronavirus at this point. You're either overreacting or underreacting. Let's take a look back across over here. We are looking at Moonwells and a Hunter's Hall coming into play. Ancient of War is still down across here. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Ancient of War shifting off over here. Once again, mini-map bug coming back to haunt me as the Demon Hunter going to try and engage against this 533 creep camp. We should be looking at perhaps another Bloodlust right there from the Forest Troll Trapper, and that is going to be rather high damage as that Ancient of War, well, gets pelted down rather fast. Meanwhile, Death Knight purposely trying to pull units away here. There we see another detonation as the Demon Hunter is going to try and make its way over. Death Knight is still rather nearby. Ghouls perhaps going to get taken down. Demon Hunter going to come back across here almost at level 3 now, but the Death Knight is going to end up taking another mana burn. Manual of Health picked up by the Demon Hunter, and checks Demon Hunter now so well tanky, 950 hit points sitting at level 3. That isn't even accounting for the additional effective hit points with that evasion. Well, let's take a look. Death Knight looking to back away once more. Death Knight, well, hiding across over here. We're looking at a Naga Sea Witch coming in from Czech. Czech wants to put down a lot of pressure and do it quickly. Perhaps keep TBC BM inside his base for quite a bit of time. And meanwhile, coming back on the other side, Demon Hunter and Naga Sea Witch could be venturing forth here to cause a bit of problems. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter may be able to get a mana burn or perhaps focus down some of those units. Cold arrows onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 100 hit points, down to 71. Forced to use the potion of invulnerability. Mana burn now there, as the Lich is also going to be in a bit of trouble. All right, Death Knight ends up surviving a little while longer. Looks like he bought a potion of healing. Meanwhile, Ghouls could end up getting taken down. There goes another, as the low hit point archers are being backed away. Czech is just doing an amazing job here, keeping his opponent in check, while the Temple of Dam is now getting pressured. Low hit point archers, units trying to make their way back. Death Knight now going to make its way over. Lich does not have enough mana, could get mana burned once more, as a Forest Troll Shadow Priest is in a tough spot, will get taken out as well. All right, Lich on the board, but finally with some experience. Lich trying to get in that damage, not going to be able to do very much. Cold Arrows finishes off another Ghoul, as the slow allowed that Demon Hunter to get that final hit. Now, with this said and done, we should be looking at a transition into the mid-game. Both sides' armies are still rather weak. They're not going to be able to deal that much damage. However, we are looking at an expansion coming in from Czech already, as the units are now trying to, well, pull their way back. Unholy Aura on those skeletal minions, allowing those units to move very quickly, catching up to that archer. We are sitting at 30 over 40 supply. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Czech is sitting at 34 over 50. Not that big of a difference, even after all of those units were lost. Necromancer Initiate training is right there. We're going to have Cripple, and are we going to get the Mastery training into Skeletal Minions? Now, Skeletal Minions and Raise Undead is actually not that common of an ability in an Undead versus Night Elf matchup. Detonation from those Wisps, very powerful. As we're going to look at a Ghoul perhaps try and get away here in just a moment. Ghoul down to 92 hit points. Demon Hunter going to be making its way across. Mana burn onto a Necromancer. Necromancer doesn't even get the chance for a good cripple, as we're going to see that. Whoa, wow, Kobold, well, that one Necromancer down to 58 hit points. More mana burns here. The Demon Hunter is attempting to shut down. However, well, the Lich and the Death Knight still playing a great game. Claws of Attack +6 coupled with the Orb of Corruption, and now adding in a Pendant of Energy, giving that to the Death Knight, at least for now. Making its way back down here, Demon Hunter gonna go ahead and retreat back. Naga Sea Witch with an Ancient of War, well, doing terrible damage, finishing off some of those units, as the Naga Sea Witch does get to level 2. Here is a break in the action that I was mentioning. Both sides saying, you know what, I'm just going to be able to creep, and at this point, trying to harass your opponent, it isn't really that effective. The Demon Hunter really couldn't do that much. It was low on hit points, low on mana, a well-timed Frost Nova, and that Demon Hunter would have gone down. Death Knight sitting at level 3, Lich sitting at level 2. We could perhaps be looking at say a dark ritual and then transfer the pendant of energy back, and that Lich would all of a sudden have close to 300 mana, probably even close up to 400 after that exchange, as we're going into a Naga Sea Witch third. All right, a lot of cold. Naga Sea Witch gonna go ahead and engage. TBCBM is here, ready to go. Triple heroes, ghoul, skeletal minions, obsidian statues, and, well, necromancers with mastery rank and mastery training, increased mana pool, mana regeneration, and hit points. Let's take a look at where this is all going to go next, as we may see some mana burns onto some of those units. All right, Lich could be in trouble. There is Unholy Frenzy. Unholy Frenzy, they're going to be attacking much more quickly, but the Dryads are trying to make sure that it does not last. Meanwhile, the Lich with Unholy Frenzy could actually deal a lot of damage. There is a cripple right there. Oh no, that's a rejuvenation right there, as a ghoul is going to end up staying alive. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Scroll of Healing trying to stay alive. Frost Nova as the Demon Hunter escapes at 17 hit points. Necromancer gonna go ahead and back away, and wow, what a bad fight for TBCBM. He looked like he had everything going for him, but that Scroll of Town Portal, so effective. But what is this? Check, low on mana in those Moonwells. The timing on that perhaps very important, as the Lich down to 82 mana. Let's take a look at this. Obsidian Statue is trying to, well, pressure everything back in. Is the Demon Hunter gonna be able to try and engage? There goes one Moonwell. Let's take a look at this. Demon Hunter does have a Scroll of Healing, gonna try and drink some more Moonwell juice, as well as the Death Knight purposely blocking the path. But the Lich could be in serious trouble again. Units still making their way back over. Dryads unable to get the necessary damage, finally getting damage onto that Death Knight, as the Lich is able to back away. Unholy Aura level 2 over Unholy Aura level 1 at level 3. Faster movement speed, better regeneration, but perhaps more importantly, a natural counter to deal with the constant mana burns from that Demon Hunter. All right, we're going to look at it engage. There's a Frost Nova. There's the Cripple or Unholy Frenzy. That attack speed is very, very fast. And I never thought of this, but if you're able to apply that debuff constantly all over the place, that could cause major, major problems, as the Demon Hunter is able to escape because of a rejuvenation. Scroll of Healing was used as well in order to make sure that it did not fall. Lich now looking to back up, but wow, what a big deal there. Abomination going to easily get finished off a little bit too far, going to try and back up. But the Demon Hunter and the Naga Sea Witch easily finish off that lost Abomination. 42 over 50 supplied now. Double Obsidian Statues. Necromancer are still being trained. Unholy Frenzy and Cripple. Very important indeed. That Unholy Frenzy on that Lich, even though a little bit of damage is dealt to that Lich, the increased attack speed in addition to that negative armor and how fast it can apply that debuff is absolutely huge. Naga Sea Witch also going to be joining back in on this fight as well, as the units are getting ready to engage. Meat Wagon 71 to 88. Are we perhaps going to be going into a little bit of a raise undead strategy? It is still 2 bases to 1. TBC sitting at 48 over 50 supply compared to 63, and TBC BM isn't that far out. Yes, he is down by about 15 supply right now, but his economy isn't too far behind at this stage. And if he's able to put pressure with this rather small tactical army, perhaps it will come out ahead. That is going to be the big question here, as we're looking at this Ogre Warrior creep camp yet to be cleared. Check, on the other hand, clearing out the last remaining red creep camp on the map. Demon Hunter going to stay at 4. Naga Sea Witch going to stay at 3. Meanwhile, the Death Knight trying to clear up this 3-3 creep camp, going to get some additional skeletons off of this creep camp here, as we now take a look. Well, they are unloading everything and getting ready to go. All right, Naga Sea Witch, fast, very fast attack speed. Lich, very fast attack speed as well. Moonwell could get taken down extremely fast, as the full Moonwell is incredibly important in the matchup. There it goes. I don't know if anything was healed. All right, more engagement. Frost Nova coming across. Skeletal minions are all right here. No easy AoE dispel except for that detonation, as the Demon Hunter trying to run on back. Is it going to end up getting taken down? Yes, it does. Frost Nova, negative armor, fast attack speed, causing all of the damage that it needed to do, as the detonation dives on to all of those necromancers. Skeletal minions trying to absorb more. Meanwhile, Druid of the Claw could be in trouble. They're diving in a bit too far as well, as the Death Knight sits at level 4. Naga Sea Witch running all the way to the back. Bears are joining in on the fight. What are they doing? the necromancers actually deal decent damage to them. And if all of a sudden there's a little bit too much chasing, Frost Nova goes down again. Lich up to level 3 right now. What is going on here as the Naga Sea Witch tries to slip away? All right, there goes a Death Coil onto that Death Lich. Lich down to, or Lich down to 126, 508. Gonna go ahead and heal right up as the Lich now looks to back away again. Lich and Death Knight sitting at level 4, level 3. There goes another bear. Demon Hunter back in on the fight, rejuvenated or resurrected at the tavern to join back in on this fight. Meanwhile, Meat Wagon gonna go ahead and get destroyed. Demon Hunter is in serious trouble. Death Knight down to 147 hit points, down to 16 hit points. Is it gonna be enough to finish off the Demon Hunter? No, Demon Hunter gets in another heal and he's able to escape. Perhaps trying to go after the bear would have been better. The necromancers would have been able to deal more damage, as we are looking at 51 over 60 supply right now. Not necessarily the best. You'd rather kill off one acolyte and get 80 or only a 20% decrease as opposed to a 30% decrease there. All right, gargoyles are getting added in. Obsidian statues, Temple of the Damned. Plenty of lumber ready to go for TBCBM as the units are now making their way back out. Meanwhile, the 2 obsidian statues that are currently out, currently low on mana. And this happens often when you try to go for casters as an undead. Oftentimes, or in most games, there isn't that many casters out on the field. And if there isn't that many casters out onto the field, well, only the heroes are the units that need hit points and mana. Now, instead, what we're looking at is TBCBM now putting in pressure. And what is this? This is a fast attack speed on the Lich already. Double gloves of haste. Ancient of Lore could get taken down as well, as we're now going into chimeras. All right, what are these necromancers doing? Some of them are not even engaging. There we go, unloading everything here. We should be going in for a crazy attack right now. Some of those skeletal minions aren't doing much of anything at all, as the army is going to go ahead and try and engage down across here. All right, skeletal minions. I guess they are all positioned in a way to try and protect against the flank. Meanwhile, the Chimera Roost is about to get taken down. There it goes. Necromancers in the back, bears. We are going into anti-magic, so necromancers getting taken down. Gargoyles taking a lot of damage here as well, as the Druids of the Claw down to 162 hit points could end up getting taken down. Staff of Preservation really just moves them even closer into the fray. That is not a good spot to be, but the bears look like they're going to be able to survive for at least a little bit longer. Naga Sea Witch, well, Lich going to try and focus down some of those bears, unable to do so. There's a Fork Lightning coming across. Lich down to 263 hit points, trying to get away. Necromancers, bears, what is going on here? So many low hit point bears by check, but still they're not getting focused down. Necromancers in a massive run back here. 2 bears, sub 200 hit points. Death Knight now going to join back in on the fight as we're looking at more damage being brought through. All right, there is another mana burn again. Death Knight now trying to slip away. Necromancers is going to go after some of those additional units as the gargoyles are getting finished off, and there is the escape again. TBCBM sitting at 38 over 60 supply. Bears, 2 bears very low on hit points. Naga Sea Witch low on hit points. Dryads, how was he able to do that much damage and not, or take that much damage and not die? Meanwhile, sitting at 59 over 60 supply. Check is, well, supply blocked for a little while longer, as we're looking at a Moonwell getting constructed at this expansion location. Main bases only have about, 5 minutes of mining left, 4 minutes of mining, or 5 minutes of mining left on both sides here. Meanwhile, the expansion still has about 10 minutes to go. All right, Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, picking up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, double Scrolls of Healing, and that is going to be the right units here. Meanwhile, what is the difference with the Undead Army? Undead Army using time to regenerate mana, and then that is going to bolster the whole entire army here. Echo Isle, because of the way it's situated, it is a small map and with limited resources. I have seen a lot of games where players just stay in no upkeep the entire time, and because they're able to battle efficiently throughout the match, they end up coming out on top. That seems to be what TBCBM's strategy is. They're trying to fight efficiently, a 50 supply army going up against a 70 supply army constantly, but still being able to hold its own. Now, that does change if Czech is able to get to 80. The additional workers and the additional wisps on lumber ends up making it about a 10 supply, of 70 to 50, only about a 10 supply difference. Now, these bears do need to get healed back up. We're going to be looking at another rejuvenation on that Druid of the Claw. There we go. But we're also looking at, well, there is one meat wagon. Death Knight is coming over. Lich is here, ready to go. And we are going to be going into an engagement here. Unholy Frenzy, ready to go here as we're going to take a look. Ancient of Wonders could get taken down. Meat wagon trying to lob some damage through. All right, dropping all of those units immediately as the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used now. All right, Necromancer's going to try and fight. Death Knight also comes across with a bunch of illusions as well, trying to cause some traffic as the Lich is now out of mana. Meanwhile, illusions also coming across from both sides. Demon Hunters and Death Knights difficult to spot as the Lich now down to 270 hit points as the Demon Hunter may be forced to back up again. All right, so much damage. Fork Lightning coming in. Scroll of Healing being used right there. That real Demon Hunter isn't spotted. It gets stabbed to preservation back as the units are now going to try to fight their way again. All right, units trying to slip through again. The real Demon Hunter in the back line. And, well, kudos to TBCBM for being able to spot and keep track of the real Demon Hunter when 3 other illusions were out on the field. Meat Wagon gonna go up, try and escape here. It looks like it's not gonna have any problems. Meanwhile, Haunted Goldmine haunting down here as we finally go into low upkeep by TBCBM. One Moonwell, well, plenty of mana right there. Death Knight units are now making their way down. Lich has a very fast attack speed already. Can it add to it even more? As we're looking at the Moonwell, well, most likely will just get destroyed, but more very important, 380 mana lost, which could have been converted to hit points or something else. Also, once this Haunted Goldmine is done, we are going to have Blight in this corner of the map. And anywhere you're fighting on Blight, the undead seems to have a very big advantage. All right, Lich, Death Knight, Naga Sea Witch, Dryads trying to make their way in. Let's take a look. Skeletal minions all right here. We're going to go ahead and try and engage. Demon Hunter making its way as the Blight is now done. That is absolutely important. Necromancers are trying to engage. They could easily be taking down Druids of the Claw, but instead trying to go after some of those other units as well. One bear now taken down. And Necromancers, if they go after the other bears as well, could work out well. Meanwhile, the Meat Wagon is just tearing up so many of those Dryads. There's another splat right there as the Naga Sea Witch, Death Knight, and Lich are making their way over, trying to perhaps take down the Naga Sea Witch there. All right, more damage coming through. Another bear going to get taken down. There it goes. Is there any more units lost? No, there isn't. And TBCBM, well, no, I take it back. Naga Sea Witch falls at level 3 for the undead. But a lot was lost on the other side as well. Death Knight is almost at 5. Lich is almost at 4. And with that Orb of Corruption, that damage, well, just is much higher than you would normally think. Also, adding in that attack speed is incredibly important if the Lich is microed properly to, well, attack multiple units. All right, Lich. Is it going to be able to perhaps try and take down another one of these skeletal mages? Oh, nope, was sacrificing the wrong unit right there. That skeletal minion, or the skeletal mage, actually has more hit points. And you get a percentage of the remaining hit points on a unit. So yeah, definitely the Lich should have done it to the skeletal mage in order to have a little bit more mana going into that next fight. Acolytes are being transitioned back over. Main gold mine has been mined out. Meanwhile, the main gold mine for check down to about, what, 15 seconds left, and that is it. Death Knight Lich will be forced to back up here, fighting on Blight. There is a Ziggurat. There is an army of skeletal mages, minions, and warriors as the Dryads are now making their way through. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. Units are trying to make their way back. Let's take a look. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit more damage make their way through? Frost Nova trying to finish down some more units. Death Knight now up to level 5, but Lich almost at level 4 as that damage is starting to add up more and more. Necromancers are trying to stay back here. The Dryads are trying to push their way through as we're going to see level 4 now on the Lich. Level 4 Lich as we're looking at the bears. Demon Hunter still trying to dive on in here. This is not a good spot for it to be as the Lich is down to 91 hit points. Going to be able to escape because it didn't have that much mana. Staff of Preservation saves right there. Units are now trying to make their way back again. Necromancers and the Skeletal Mages really holding their own as the Lich is now back up to full. All right, Demon Hunter going to be forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal. Dryads getting splatted in right there. Let's take a look. Druid of the Claw able to teleport back. 45 supply over 70. Lich is looking strong. Level 2. Well, nope, in comes some detonations trying to remove some of that precious mana. And well, we see a quick cancel on the, well, you really shouldn't be trying to heal up the skeletal minions. Turn off auto heal when you have all of these skeletal minions out here, or perhaps the Lich is going to try and Dark Ritual to get back some of that mana too. All right. Where is all of these units going to go? Yes, next, yeah, skeletal mages and minions just pretty much stealing the mana from these obsidian statues. No real reason to heal them. As we're looking at 4 acolytes here, and we should be transitioning 1 acolyte back down. Nope, there it is, already up to full mining now. All right, only 4 minutes of mining left for Czech. And at this point and at this stage of the game, I guess TBCBM realizes, you know what, your expansion doesn't have that much gold. If I can hold off in my side of the base, I know that I will end up having the gold advantage going into that next fight. Nerubian Tower, incredibly important here, adding in a little bit of slow. There is 1 meat wagon with a second meat wagon joining in on the fight. An acolyte should probably be here to repair as well, as we're looking at, well, TBCBM just wanting to hold on to this base. This is basically base defense now, as the Demon Hunter is sitting at level 6. Anti-magic potion, metamorphosis, ranged chaos damage. Demon Hunter at level 6 going to be able to do so much damage right there. Frost Nova, Wisp, are they going to be able to head back here? Death Coil onto the Naga Sea Witch, down to 207 hit points. Dryads units are fighting their way every which way, as we're going to go into mass detonation, but we as well. All right, let's take a look at this. Bears could get taken down. Constant taunt, though, as a couple of bears could just easily fall right here, down to 1 hit point. Just sneeze on him and he'll die. Dryads now trying to make its way back out. Obsidian statues here. What is going on there? There finally goes a bear. There goes an obsidian statue. 33 supply compared to 70, as the Lich now trying to back away here. Demon Hunter has a potion of lesser invulnerability. Lich going to try and continue to battle it out. Death Knight has a little bit of health from this 1 obsidian statue there, as the potion of lesser invulnerability finally goes off. Naga Sea Witch ends up surviving. We can see Unholy Frenzy. Naga Sea Witch trying to get away. Lich gonna try to join in on the fight as well. A little bit of extra damage coming back over again. However, I don't believe Czech was able to deal a decisive blow, and without being able to deal a decisive blow, that may be the end of it. Naga Sea Witch and, well, able to finish off their Death Knight. Now very close to level 6 as the units are escaping. All right, Dark Ritual onto a Lich, or onto a Gargoyle, in order to get a big Frost Nova. Is this going to end up working out well? We could see the Death Coil Frost Nova right there. Staff of Preservation saves, as the Lich was trying to finish off some more units, unable to do so, as the Staff of Preservation gets there in time. Mountain Giant 2/2 upgrades. Mountain Giant now trying to head back, but it does have only 19% damage reduction. -4 armor, making a big impact as the Demon Hunter makes its way back over. There's the mana burn again. Necromancer still making their way over as the Mountain Giant looks to back up once more. All right, 90 seconds of mining compared to, well, 9,600. That is about 15 minutes of mining. That is going to be absolutely huge. Can TBC hold on to what he's got and then rebuild, force a fight at his base? The downside right now, looking at Czech's army, Czech is in Nightfall. These Moonwells are going to start to fill back up. So there could be 2 follow-up attacks very, very quickly from Czech. If he's able to have 2 big follow-up attacks, Night Elves, one of their biggest advantages is instantaneous healing. They seem to be ready to go at it once more, faster than you would normally expect, considering that a lot of their army does take, or took, a lot of damage. Level 5 on the Naga Sea Witch, level 6, nearly level 7 on the Demon Hunter, just simply waiting for that metamorphosis to be ready again. Demon Hunter, or Death Knight, coming back down, bearing gifts, has double potions of mana, gonna maybe give one to the Lich here to try and allow for more Frost Novas, which is absolutely key. Demon Hunter, well, looking to run back again. Mountain Giant, actually no longer a melee unit after its damage is changed into siege. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Death Knight still has plenty of mana or potions ready to go. Double meat wagons to try and lob some attacks, And is TBCBM, is he actually getting a little bit impatient? He's going to chase after his opponent, attack into a base that is not mining. And does he have the supply advantage? 47 to 50, he does. It is just going to be a matter of time right now. Necromancers now trying to make their way back off. Let's take a look. There is, well, unloading of all of those skeletal minions. They're going to be trying to engage. Meat Wagon's going to try and fight here. There's some detonations, and Czech should be able to, well, stop a lot of this. Demon Hunter now making its way, trying to chase down after all of these units. We see, well, was that a cripple? Yes, cripple onto that unit. There's a big Frost Nova trying to finish off all of those Wisp. As you can take a look, the Lich is trying to pick off each of those units one at a time. Death Coil unable to save as the Forked Lightning finishes off the level 4 Lich. All right, in comes some detonations. There you go. Death Knight now trying to hang back again. Naga Sea Witch is still right here. We can see the Meat Wagons are in the back trying to lob in some of that damage. Scroll of Healing. Check. Is he going to be able to, does he even need to refresh and come back into this fight? Gargoyle is now joining in on the fight as well. Demon Hunter with that Metamorphosis causing so many problems. Naga Sea Witch gets Forked Lightning down again. Level 3 Forked Lightning causing terrible damage here, taking down the Lich and now the Naga Sea Witch of TBCBM. Checked is doing a great job in this ultimatum push. Is this going to be enough as the units are still fighting their way through? All right, one Obsidian statue right there. Death Knight now trying to make its way back out. Is it going to be able to slip through? Double potions of mana doesn't really matter. Dryads are going to be able to get off an easy shot there. No, making their way back down again. All right, Necromancers, Meat Wagons, all here. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter trying to move their way back. Skeletal Minions joining back in on the fight, but there is no easy corpses anywhere. Acolyte's going to try and repair. Repairs are coming in quick. But is it going to be enough? Are we going to see some no easy damage there. There goes another as the Forked Lightning finishes off some Acolytes again. All right, Bear's joining in on the fight. Bear could probably get taken down. Lich, Death Knight now coming across over here. Death Knight comes in with the Death Coil. Is this enough? Can the Death Knight save this game as the Necromancers try to finish off more units? Staff of Preservation saves some more units again. Lich really just dealing damage with that Orb of Corruption. And, well, mining could still be happening as we're taking a look at units just absorbing damage left and right. Lich making its way back out. Demon Hunter getting crippled, could get taken down. Units are trying to head back again as the units are now shifting back over. One Meat Wagon is the difference there. There's now level 6, level 3 Unholy Aura should be coming across here in just a moment. Faster, even faster movement speed, chasing down the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter constantly crippled. Necromancers just attacking away at the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 205 hit points. Is it going to be able to survive? Naga Sea Witch is right here trying to get in front. Demon Hunter, Staff of Preservation saved as the Naga Sea Witch now tries to retreat back. All right, Meat Wagon in the back destroying Dryad after Dryad. And this piercing damage from those skeletal minions also dealing terrible damage as well. As we can take a look, a big Forked Lightning right there almost takes out the Necromancers. All right, more units making their way back in. Demon Hunter going to join back in on the fight. Necromancer is going to go ahead and try and push. Demon Hunter is going to be able to finish off anything. There goes two Necromancers and one skeletal minion again. Lich still has that Unholy Frenzy trying to take down the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 17 hit points and it gets saved once more. Meanwhile, Mountain Giant not going to get, well, is it going to get that lucky? Is it going to try and take down one of those Necromancers? Unable to do so as the Mountain Giant gets taken down too. All right, Ancient of War about to fall. Check did a great push, and was able to bring back that Demon Hunter near to full hit points pretty quickly, as I mentioned. But it still may not be enough as the Demon Hunter uses Metamorphosis for the 4th or 5th time this game. Going after these units now. Death Knight says, you know what, Unholy Aura level 3, all I have to do is just retreat back here and I should be fine. Demon Hunter actually moving very fast right there. Faster movement speed. Death Knight getting away from this one unit once more. Are we going to perhaps be looking at some repairs? This Meat Wagon is incredibly important at dealing with some of those Dryads here. All right, let's go ahead and engage. Mana burn right there. Demon Hunter dealing terrible damage. There is that poison damage being added in. Well, Naga Sea Witch could try to go in for a Forked Lightning. Tries to go in for a Forked Lightning. Demon Hunter now all the way in the back. Death Knight now trying to shift back down again as the Demon Hunter, well, that Metamorphosis comes to an end. All right, TBC was victorious. Check. Ends up losing that game even though he had the higher score. He mined more gold. He had more experience. His overall army size was larger. and TBCBM lost in every single category, but won the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.